prepare for a high-speed flyby.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel, Exploring It All. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. As you guys saw, there was a high-speed flyby just now. That was an SR-71 egg plane, which I think is completely awesome. A friend of mine made that for me and sent it to me, and I really appreciate it. So shout out to him for that. All right, so today we are looking at the Blue Creek Knives, the Blue Creek Knives Mystery EDC Box. Now I've already opened this up once, and I had some problems with my memory card, so I'm redoing it. So most of the items have been opened, and I'm a little bit more familiar with them, so I will be able to give you a little bit more information, but I'm going to try and redo it the way I did it originally. So we're going to open it up, take a look. That's what's inside. And we're going to take everything out and roll through everything here real quick. And cover it all. A lot of stuff in here. Now, the way this works, this is not a subscription. You just order it. It's a mystery box, so you don't know what you're getting. And I don't even know. You may not get the same stuff in your box, even though you buy the same level that I get in mine. I'm not sure exactly how he's doing it, but I do know so far I've been really happy. The first box I got last month was the $50 level, and this box starts out, I keep wanting to say subscription, but it's not a subscription, starts out at $40, and I believe it goes all the way to $400, and I know from 40 to 100, I believe it goes in almost in increments of $10. I've been really happy with it. Like I said, the first one I got was a $50 box. This one was a $70 box, and it's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started with some of the smaller items first, and that's the stickers. So we got an SE sticker. I guess I should kind of do it a little closer. We got an SE, Randall Survival Adventure. They make a lot of the training kits. They also make knives and some other stuff, some really cool stuff. I first knew about them because of the survival tins and kits they make. We have a Black Bear sticker. We have the Knife Nerds Unite from the original Knife Nerd box that Blue Creek Knives originally started out doing. We have the DK Mash BCK, which stands for Blue Creek Knives. I don't know if this is a specific brand. I'm not familiar with that one. Then we have, this is one of my favorite stickers, and I have it on my mat, which I've kind of started over a little bit. And this is Blue Creek Knives, stay prepared, don't get prepared. I like that saying. I'm going to set this one aside since I already stuck one on here. And we have the Blue Creek Knives, what does this say? Greetings from Blue Creek Knives, the cowboy skeleton on the desert front. And Brian from Blue Creek Knives designs that, and his last name starts with an F, I forget what it is. He's a search and rescue diver person, and he designs a lot of his stickers and things of that sort. So we're going to push that stuff down a little bit, trying to keep everything in the view but out of the way, so to speak. And next we have some morale patches. Now we have a morale patch, and this is a little bit bigger, maybe about a 1.5 inch in diameter patch, and it's the hook and loop style patch, and it's the same, the stay prepared, don't get prepared. We have a Volsteed patch, so there's that one. We got the Knife Nerd, which was the original subscription that only lasted for 4 months before we started doing it in the order it as you want it. And we have a Blue Creek Knives, and this one may even glow in the dark, who knows. So we have those. So that is a look at the patches, the swag, so to speak, and all that. And speaking of swag, I got this keychain. Now, I, again, took this out. The last box, I think, of the Knife Nerd, I got a Rosecraft knife. That's the only one of that I have. But on the back of this, it has Swags on here. And if you don't know who Swags is, Swags, I believe now she is a designer at Rosecraft. She originally started off at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. In their Knife Guys Talk blog or vlog, whatever it was, and they brought her in as a person who had never carried a knife before and gave her a knife to carry for a week and then have her report back. And after that first week, she used it and she loved it and she started carrying knives, and next thing you know, she was kind of a spokesperson for Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and it just went on from there, and now she's designing knives and everything, and she's not very old, she's a model, very pretty gal. Anyway, so next up, we have a pin. We got a pin, and this was not in a box, and you might be able to see on the end here, this is a Zippo pin. It is a twist pin, and it almost looks like little sparkly diamonds here in the middle. And Miraculous Girl's gonna like this. It's, like I said, it's a twisty pin. And I don't know, I can't see on my screen if you guys can see that or not. It looks like you probably can, but it's a nice red Zippo pin, so that's kind of cool. And I mean, it's a red Zippo pin, 10 bucks maybe, I don't know, hard to say. So next up, we have a Rough Ryder knife, and it is called Once in a Blue Moon, if you know what a blue moon is. Once in a Blue Moon. And this is a slip joint trapper. And this is a bone, polished bone, I guess you would call it, and it's dyed, blue dyed. And I had some fingerprints on it earlier, so had to wipe it down. And it has two blades, slip joint, and these are stainless steel blades, 440C stainless. And you have the Rough Ryder R's on the Tang stamp. I don't know if you guys can see that. You got this moon on here, and it's a really pretty blue. It really stands out. This particular blade shape is called a spay blade. At least that's what I always call it. I think that's what it's called. And then you have the kind of drop point blade. And this one has a different kind of finish on it. And then it has where it's been like polished out. I don't know exactly how they do that, because it has like a satin finish on it, and then they have the Once in a Blue Moon engraved on there. If you guys can see that. And you have the Rough Ryder on there. And these are made in China, of course. And then it has, these are probably stainless steel bolsters. You know, I wish they would kind of put the information in the box or on the box. And then you have some brass liners in there you might be able to see in there as well. So that's the Once in a Blue Moon knife. This knife is exactly 4 inches long. The blades are about just under 3.5, just a smidge under 3.5 in length. So that's our Once in a Blue Moon. So I'm going to set this aside while I do the next one here. And, it's not in the box. It's the Kershaw monitor. It's in my pocket. Because like I said, I already did this once. And this did have some paperwork in here, so let's look at that first. I filmed this and I can't believe that memory card was shot on me. And one thing that's kind of neat is they go into the different parts of Kershaw knives. This isn't all specific to this particular knife. And they talk about the pocket clips, and they talk about the lanyard holes and the different locking mechanisms. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the details on this particular knife. This, like I said, this is called the Monitor. And it retails, the Blue Moon, like I said, was $20. This one retails for $71.99 on the Kershaw website. I'm sure you can find it somewhere else. It has a Duralock, It is a D2 carbon steel blade. It has a KVT ball bearing system for the flipper. The handle is the reinforced, where does it say? A spear point blade. Oh, it has black oxide screws, black oxide pocket clip, and it's the glass filled nylon GFN scales. So anyway, let's take a quick look at this. Kershaw's, I carried Kershaw's for a long time. By the way, look in the back here. You can see it's not file work, but it does have a kind of a design for that spacer in there. And because it's all black, it's going to be hard to see that. And then your scales also have, you have this texture up here, and then it's smoothed out right in here. And then the same thing on this side. It smooths out a little bit. And that's your deep carry pocket clip. It is a pretty good pocket clip. As you guys noticed, I had pulled it out of my pocket, so I've already dropped this in my pocket and I'm already carrying it. I may even throw a little lanyard on there of some type to dangle out. So I like the design of it and the look of it. And here's the flip. And obviously I flipped it a few times already. It's smooth. It doesn't seem to flip out really fast, so it's not like assisted. There's not a bar spring in it or anything like that. There is some, and again, it's hard to tell because it's all black coated, but this is kind of tapered down. There's a tapering here and a tapering here, and it's little different angles. Very much like this civvy knife has the tapers on it. And I actually got this one last month in the $40 box. And this Kershaw is sharp. And as you can see, I've already done it one time. So we'll do it again. And kind of using some binder paper here. It's got some holes in it. Just happened to be on the table. But it was quite sharp. Takes it right down there. This is binder paper. And I've done a lot of slicing with it already. But it's quite nice. Now this lock system, you pull back on this to get it to open, and it'll just drop down closed. You pull on that, and it just closes without much effort. So you can, this is one-handed. I keep originally wanting to go over here looking for a liner lock or a frame lock. But this is kind of cool. I don't know that I might have a couple other knives with this type of lock on it. Now, it does have jimping up here on the back side of the flipper. And again, because it's so dark, it's hard to see. And it does have some jimping right here on the back of the blade. And then there's a little cutout right here where your thumb will fit. It fits good in the hand. I don't notice anything with the pocket clip or anything like that. You know, I already slipped it in my pocket ready to carry it, so there's that. Overall, real happy with it. So this was the $70 level from Blue Creek Knives. And again, it's not a subscription or where you're committed. You buy it as you want it. I assume he changes it out once a month. And I'm just kind of going to float around and do different levels on it as I see fit. I think it's pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. This knife alone pays for it because the $70 level, this is a $70 MSRP knife, this Kershaw is. So everything else is crazy. But I'm real happy with it, guys. Well, tell me what you think in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and remember, ring the notification bell, ding, and be nice to each other. All right, guys, take care.